yeah. Hit that pill, turn me to a superhero, yeah. And I'm on that floor again, switch up the flow again, yeah. Fly in the parachute, gripping that pole again. I'm on that.
All right, well, next up is, guess what? You damn right. It's the NFL.
It's the boys.
It's the motherfucking Chiefs. All right, so they had their ring ceremony. Did you guys see this? So Chris Jones was absent, obviously absent, but he did go.
How you gonna miss a ring ceremony, Chris Jones?
Did I not say it right? Like
I didn't know he did not show up.
He did not show up.
I didn't know that either.
Okay.
Like, it's different from training camp, but he's trying to send a message.
So he did not show up for the ring ceremony. He was there for Washington, D.C. Well, hell yeah, that's a chance of a lifetime. Yeah. But isn't getting another Super Bowl ring a chance of a lifetime? But he already got one.
He's like, been there, done that.
Yeah, I guess so. So
He's still going to get his ring regardless.
They'll mail it to him.
well, yeah. So does he have to be there for the whole charade? That's how it's pronounced. Charade.
Maybe he was on vacation with his family.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Well, did you know in England they call it a holiday?
Hey, Risky Ray has joined the Ad Astra Boys. Surprise guest, Risky Ray. We did not know you was going to make it, but it's great to see you, brother.
All right, hang on a second, Risky Ray. Let me prepare for this because I was not ready for you, my friend. So
And we almost we just got in late.
It's all good, brother. It's all good.
Yeah, Lake of the Ozarks,
Still.
Papa Chubby's, mile marker 26.
Okay,
Oh, yeah. Living the RV life.
I believe the
Nice.
last time we went live with you, you were there. Are you still there? They won't let you out or something? Or are you okay? You need some help?
Yeah, no, it's just a nice, it's a nice getaway. It's a nice retreat. If you can get away for 2-3 days and, come down for fireworks and the big, vacation days, Memorial. 4th of July, it's a good
Absolutely,
time.
Ray. So, hey, what are you sipping on there, my friend?
Oh, I had a Corona.
You had one.
But I forgot where it went. I had one.
Well, they
I
don't
forgot
drink
where it
down there. I think it's against the
Corona.
law to be drinking down there in the Lake of the Ozarks. Am I correct on that?
Well, you got to be driving a hold on.
Lake.
You got to be driving a boat, then you could drink.
Oh, that's what it is. So you're not driving a boat unless you're on a houseboat. That looks that nice little background there.
Hey, yeah, it's our new redone, kind of somewhat redone in the front RV. Yeah, so we're chilling and.
Okay, so this was a nice surprise. We didn't know you were coming on. Joe told us that you couldn't make it, whatever, but you're here. It doesn't matter. So, what do you say, Risky Ray? What kind of risky picks do you have today?
We're out of the NBA. We're, pushing into the MLB. We got the NFL coming up. What do you like there, Ray?
I don't know if you guys know, but if you go to all of your sites that you're using,
Right.
no matter what it is, they have week one
Already.
NFL Live odds already
Nice.
out. Yes, prop bets
Yeah.
are available. Everything's going, and it's just OTAs right now. It's crazy. It's just OTAs right now. So if you go look at the Chiefs, they're favored by 6.5 right now. And I think the over-under is like 53.5. Jump on the Chiefs and the over as soon as you can. It's just
Already
gonna go
on
up
Detroit.
from
You
here.
think so? Even after what Detroit did at the end of the year, putting everything together, showing up, looking like a team, drafting Gibbs as their running back.
Exactly. So they have some new faces. That's why. And they're trying to integrate all of those new
Yeah.
faces. They're going to see how it works. And historically, the Super Bowl winner, we're opening up the season. The Super Bowl winner have won like the last 14 out of 15 games and has covered the
Right.
spread. So I mean, like, just do the math. It's your home team. Put money on the Chiefs. Start the season off. With the
Okay.
bang.
On top of that, so you got Kansas City opening up on, I think MGM Bets has them already at plus 650 for Super Bowl odds, followed by the Eagles, the Bills, Bengals, and then 49ers. Where are you sitting on that? Like Super Bowl chances? Any surprises? Or of course you're a hometown boy. I'm guessing. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you want the Chiefs to ride. Who else you got coming out of the NFC, or do you have somebody coming out of the AFC upsetting the Chiefs?
Well, your best bet is to get the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. You'll win a little bit of money, but you won't win a lot of money. But that's the safest bet. Obviously, odds are we're going to repeat. But I have a feeling that if you wait, probably somewhere around, I don't know, game 5, game 6, 5, 6, and 7 in there, the Chiefs possibly could have maybe 2 losses by that time. Possibly. I mean, I know I'm wishing for an undefeated season, but that's wishful thinking. But I bet you can get better odds during week 5, 6, or 7. I'm willing to bet that you're going to get better odds for the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. You'll get way more than what it is right now.
So as far as futures, what do you have possibilities, opening up for us?
All right, so check this out on futures. I love Patrick Mahomes over 4,700 yards.
I do like that as well. The guys that he's working with, you got Kelsey coming back. He's getting a little bit older, but still producing. Sky Moore coming into his second year. Rashee Rice just signed, $6 million deal, I think is what we're looking at for him. If there is.
Now, the one thing that really scares me a little bit is Patrick Mahomes' 40-plus touchdowns per season.
Really?
This season. It really is because, last season he had 41 touchdowns.
Yeah.
41. And that was an MVP season.
Yeah.
And so I'm a little scared of regression. Just because I think that, yes, he does have all those offensive weapons, but it's Andy Reid, man. Andy Reid will dial up some shit. Travis Kelce may have 3 touchdowns this season. It's very possible. And with the running game dynamic and getting those guys back, it's going to be a nice balance, and you got to have balance to key, and that's how you.
Yeah, I think that was huge. I think that was huge bringing back McKinnon. It's kind of, I'm still up in the air on what they're going to do with Hilaire. I don't know if they're going to let him go, bring him back, let him play through it. I know they didn't pick up his 5th-year option, but he's still a baller. He put up all those touchdowns, and I think he still has a chance. I think they want him to prove himself out there. But I don't see the regression. If I'm me being the betting guy, I'm going to take the over on that on the 40 because you got Sky Moore, like I said, in the second year. A lot of the touchdowns didn't go to Juju, who's gone. But, you got everybody. You got everybody else that's going to step up, and I like it. You know what I'm saying? I like where they're at.
That's true. You know what, Ken, I agree with you. But to answer your question on Clyde, you got to remember Andy Reid. He likes carrying 5 running backs, and we got to have some depth. So we don't know what's going to happen. McKinnon, he's a great guy. He knows how to stay healthy. We don't know what's going to happen with Pacheco. Pacheco played hurt last season. I know he's a boss.
He played with a broken hand in the Super Bowl. That is that is the dude right there. That's the kind of that's a workhorse that I like right there.
Hey, so I want to jump in on this real quick.
I just don't want him to do it.
Yeah.
I just don't want him to do
Right.
it.
I've always said this about Pacheco. That dude always plays like his life is on the line. And the other thing is, like, he plays like he does not give a fuck about injury, right? So that dude, I love him and Kadarius Toney. I wanted to jump in on the over-under I think you guys were talking about for this year's touchdowns. Right, yeah. Give you guys some context, right? His first full year starting in 2018, we all remember that historic year, right? He threw for 50 touchdowns that year. Yeah. So like you said, there was regression the following year, and I didn't realize that he only threw 26 touchdowns the following year. Not that he even threw all of them. Hell, some of those could have been the secondary quarterback. I don't remember if we missed games that year or not.
Yeah, that's when he displaced his knee, and I think he missed 4 games. So that's part of it.
Right. And then so in 2020, he had 38. In 2021, he had 37. And then 2022, he had 41. So I like the under, but, man, I know my guy's capable of the over.
It's scary. Well, let's stay in the same vein, all right? So I got one for you. Here's a juicy one. Now, you can get – this is season. The most passing yards for the season. Obviously, Pat Mahomes is favored at like plus 450. But the next ones behind that, you got Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert at plus 700. Last season, Justin Herbert, even as bad as he played, He still threw for more than 4,700 yards. Joe Burrow threw for a little bit over 44, almost 4,500 yards. So I actually like Joe Burrow or Justin Herbert to be the season leader for passing yards next season. I'm not trying to. He's gonna do his things. He's gonna ball out. Pat Mahomes
Yes, he
gonna
is.
ball out. But
I hear what you're saying, man. I feel like Joe Burrow out of any of them, I think, is his biggest competition.
So these guys
Right,
know I'm a
exactly.
certified Aaron Rodgers fan. So now, what do you think about
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers
We just
going
lost viewers.
up to New York Jets, throwing to Garrett Wilson and all those guys up there? I actually like Aaron Rodgers possibly going over 5,000 yards, throwing for 40-plus touchdowns, and keeping his interceptions down to, 6, 7. What do you think about that?
I don't like.
Oh, Ray.
You know what though?
No, shut up.
He's going
Go
to
away.
have a great season because Garrett Wilson is out of this world. If Garrett Wilson is not on your fantasy radar, then you should just not play fantasy football. So I'm telling you right now, now you have Aaron Rodgers throwing
Yeah.
to him, dude. Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers is
now,
overrated.
he's going to put up numbers. I just don't see him just killing it and taking it over the top.
Yeah.
Now, this is my last one, guys. This is my last one. All right. Now, I think this one is. This is Whiskey Ray.
Woohoo, let's write it down. Okay.
No, wait a second.
Hold on.
You,
No.
you had the
down,
nerve to
baby.
call yourself Whiskey Ray?
I thought I heard that too.
No, my friend, Risky Ray, because we all have to take risks with you.
Hold
But
on,
whiskey,
hold on.
I ain't gonna lie.
nay.
Oh, no,
Whiskey Rays when he's in the Lake of the
yeah,
Ozarks.
go ahead,
Whiskey
Whiskey Ray.
Rays in the Lake of the Ozarks.
I feel like Ray's,
Risky Ray is back here in
Yeah.
the city. So go
I
ahead.
feel like
Whiskey
Ray's
Ray.
going somewhere with this.
All right, here we go. Here's the lock of the season. To win the division, you got the Jags out the South, and then KC out of the West. Parlay both of those, and you got plus 164. That is your lock of the season. If you want to make money, take the Jags and KC to win their division. You got to think.
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yes. He is now the quarterback with the most experience in that
Yeah.
division.
I honestly think he could be a top
That's,
5 quarterback this
that's
year.
the
Easy.
South, right?
Yes, AFC South, exactly. You got C.J. Stroud and Anthony Richardson in there.
Whoever the
and
Texans are going to
who's the other
throw.
guy they got in there? Yeah, exactly. Indiana's Cole, whoever
Oh, that's
they got.
Stroud.
But
Sorry.
Trevor Lawrence,
Yep.
yeah, but Trevor Lawrence, he's going to have an amazing season. I mean, if he's not on your fantasy radar, you should just stop playing fantasy football. But he's going to win the South, guaranteed. And of course, you got to go Pat Mahomes. No one's going to. Who you think the donkey?
His name is Patrick.
Pat Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes.
You think the Raiders are?
So
gonna
what is
Only
we
Denver.
don't
Only
say,
Denver
we
will
don't
give
say
him trouble,
that team
possibly.
name here. What we call them is the Las Vegas football team that we would never say their name on this show.
Patrick?
Can you remember that?
Can I call them the
There
Raiders?
you go.
That's fine. It rhymes.
So
All right, okay.
So
cool,
just
cool.
for some points here, Aaron Rodgers is plus 2,000 to lead the league in passing next year. That sounds like a pretty good bet to me. Plus 2,000
He
on
ain't
100
gonna
Sounds like-
lead
sounds
the
like you're gonna give
league
your money away to
in
Vegas.
passing, man.
for a betting prop. I like that.
terrible.
I like that.
You
Okay.
go ahead and make that bet. Keith.
They have Jared Goff, Trevor Lawrence, possibly Kirk Cousins.
Risky Ray,
ahead
there's
of
a
this
lot
guy.
of ridiculous things that are
I
going
don't
to
think so.
Vegas. So this, I don't see why this wouldn't be anything different. Thank you, Risky. Anything else, Risky Ray?
Right? I told you. I'm just trying to give you lots.
Hey, we have it written down.
That's all I got
We have
right
Whiskey Ray's locks from the
Ozarks.
Ozarks as division winners, Jags, Kansas City, and that'll get you plus 164.
Yep.
All right, we got it, buddy.
Thank you, Risky Ray. Let's give a huge applause to my
Later,
friend,
brother. Enjoy your
Risky
time there.
Ray.